Hi, my name is Brian Gonzalez, and this is Anatomy and Physiology 2. So I'm just going to explain the differences for pretty much the blood types in the RH system. So the research that I've done was um, for the blood types that RH system explained. I feel like your blood type is based on antigens, pretty much on the red blood cells and the antibodies of your plasma. For the ABO system, pretty much the different blood types would be A, B, AB, and then O. So for the antigens on RBCs, would be A, B, A, and B, and then that's it. For the antibodies in the plasma would be anti-B, anti-A, and then anti-A and B. Some of the I think it's RH factors would be for the RH positive would have to be the RH antigen on the RBCs, and then the RH negative, there'd be no RH antigen, and it just produces the anti-RH antibodies if exposed to RH positive blood. Um, so pretty much some of the blood types of antibiotics. For the blood type, it would just be A, B, A, B, O. Basically kind of the same as the regular one. The antigens on the RBC would be A, B, and then A and B. For the antibodies in plasma, again, would be the anti-B, anti-A, anti-A and B. So pretty much the RH has RH antibodies on the RBC. RH has no RH antigens. Pretty much it can form an anti-RH if exposed. For the universal donor and universal recipient, the universal donor for O negative has pretty much they would have no A and B or RH antigens because there's nothing for the recipient's immune system to attack. That's why they have that. For the universal recipient, A and B positive, pretty much has all the antigens, just doesn't produce any antibodies, so it can receive blood from any type without reaction. Um, for the other one, the blood typing like lab procedure would be for the safety for doing the lab experiment. You pretty much wear gloves, make sure you have your goggles on, use sterile lasant and alcohol swabs, clean the area, dispose of all sharps and the biohazard containers. Make sure nobody pricks himself, gets any different blood, stuff like that in their system. For the procedure, you're just gonna clean the fingertip, use a sterile lancet to prick the finger. That's just to get the blood to come out. Wait for if you wipe the finger, make sure it's dry completely and clean, and then you can poke it. Pretty much place a drop of blood in each labeled wells, pretty much like the anti-A, anti-B, and anti-RH. Add the corresponding anti-serum to each well, and then mix for just so it doesn't like clump up, I would say. The interpreting results for what I got was anti-A only is type A, anti-B only is type B, A and B is also just pretty much A and B. Neither would be type 0. Anti-RH only would be RH positive. Um, no clumping in the RH and well would be RH negative. So based on the lab results, for your blood, it would just pretty much be anti-B only because my blood type is B. For your RH type, for an example, chylation also occurred in anti-RH if you're RH positive. Um, so that's just gonna sum up the research that I've done for this procedure and the best of my knowledge that I used. Thank you for watching.